Hello everyone, welcome to D Unbound Gaming, and today we're gonna start with the Night Elf campaign. We're starting with Chapter 1, Enemies at the Gate. With the heroic sacrifice of Gromosh Hellscream, the Pitlord Mother was slain, and the demon curse that had plagued the orcs was put to an end. However, the combined human and orc forces have moved deeper into Ashevel Forest to ascertain whether demonic threat still lingers in the land. Turan the Whisperwind, the leader of the Night Elf Sentinels, believes that the Outlanders will bring only doom to her enchanted homeland.
Pardon, Priestess, but you've been staring out across Ashenvale for hours.
I sense something dark stirring within the forest, Chandris. It feels as if it's heading this way.
The greenskins who killed Cenarius?
Perhaps something more.
Put your backs into it. Jaina and the Orc War Chief expect this base to be built swiftly.
We shouldn't even be here, or siding with the orcs.
We're here to hunt the remaining demons, human. You're lucky our goals are the same.
All right, you men. Mind your business. Back to work.
So, these orcs and humans presume to run rampant through our lands? They will regret ever stepping foot into Ashenvale. We will establish a base and deal with these outlanders as they deserve.
Okay, here we go. Main quest, Night Elf base, entangle a gold mine, construct a moonwell, construct an ancient of war, train 5 archers.
Night Elf villages. Use the tree's ability to entangle the gold mine. After entangling the mine, send wisps in to extract gold.
Okay.
Wisps are friendly spirits that harvest gold and lumber for our villages. They also create the structures that allow us to train more warriors.
Insufficient gold.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
In the name of Cenarius!
By Elune. As the goddess wills.
We are preparing to leave this place, priestess. There is a terrible evil corrupting these lands, and I will not allow it to consume my people. Unfortunately, we cannot leave until the rest of our tribe has been accounted for.
Do not fear, Old One. I will find your tribesmen and lead them back to you.
Thank you, priestess. We will reward you when you return.
Immediately.
Okay, we have optional quests. Locate 10 missing flower books.
Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. The moon wells are the source of our nourishment and strength. You can build additional moon wells to nourish more troops. Someone threatens the wilds?
Insufficient gold. More lumber is required. Create more moonwells.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? To train more troops, construct an ancient of war. Anudora! Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds?
Okay.
The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
To arms!
So be it. Induli Refat.
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
As the goddess wills. Immediately. For Kalimdor.
Here we got ourselves one potion of healing
I stand ready.
and scroll of protection.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
Your
Someone
building
threatens
is
the wilds?
complete.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Bandu Thoribas mortals. You will pay for defiling these lands. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
Okay. New quest, slay the paladin. Okay.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. The goddess
Let's
calls.
go.
I stand ready.
Immediately. Anudora! In the name of Cenarius!
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
Immediately.
I stand
Someone
ready.
threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. By Elune. Immediately.
I stand ready. I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Okay.
Ashrathoraman.
Here we go.
As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. Induli Refa. Anudora. So be it. Immediately.
Okay. So we have True Shot Aura. An aura that gives friendly nearby units a 10% bonus damage to the range attack.
Point the way.
I heed the
Nice.
voice of Elune. The
Definitely will need that.
Ashrathoraman.
Now, where the fleet of
Heed the
Warbolts?
voice of Elune.
Okay, we have some here.
As the goddess wills. So be it. For Kalimdor. Induli Refa. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. Someone threatens the wilds.
I
The
stand
goddess
ready.
calls. In the name of Cenarius.
Okay, so you have
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of
you have
Elun.
9 out of 10.
By Elun.
We need
I
to
stand
find one more.
Immediately. So be it.
I stand
As the
ready.
goddess wills.
I stand ready.
So be it. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. By Elun. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. By Elun.
Channel quest done.
Someone threatens the wilds?
Waiting on you.
So be it. I heed the voice of Elun.
I stand ready.
As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills.
Many thanks, priestess. Now we can evacuate the village. Please accept the aid of our champion. He will protect your life with his own.
Your offer is a generous one. May Elun light your path to safety.
Okay. Oh, we have 2 new units.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wilds? Ashrathoraman.
Your move. Say no more.
The goddess
Point
calls.
the way.
Our warriors have
By
engaged the
Elun.
On your
enemy.
mark.
I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the
Your
wilds?
move.
Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you.
The goddess calls.
Your move.
The goddess calls.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wild?
Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Waiting on you.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Your building is
Point the way.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman.
Your move. I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wild.
On your mark.
The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Okalamdor.
Waiting on you. Fire.
Your building is complete.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready. Waiting on you.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged
On your
the
mark.
enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand
Someone
ready.
threatens the wilds.
Point the way.
Okay.
Immediately. Ashrathoraman.
Your move. Fair enough.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand
Let's
ready.
get going.
The goddess calls.
Your move.
The goddess
Waiting
calls.
on you.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand
be
ready. On your mark.
Our gold mine is running low.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Someone threatens the wilds.
I
The
stand
goddess
ready.
calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
I
Let's
stand
go.
ready. Point the way.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
So be it. Hinduli Ratha. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
By Elune. Immediately.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So be it.
I stand ready.
As the goddess wills.
Main quest complete.
Elune gives me strength.
It's the undead! Defend yourselves!
They must have followed us from Lordaeron.
Helen said us. The dead advance in waves.
We are no match for a force this fast. Quickly, my sisters, back to the trees.
Continue. Let's go. So, starting chapter 2, Daughters of the Moon. 3 hours later, somewhere in the foothills of Mount Hijau.
The undead are tireless. There's no way to outrun them.
You see, Lord Archimond, we need not fear the Night Elves. The Scourge can...
Archimond, after 10,000 years, how is it possible?
The Legion has returned to consume this world, woman. And this time, your troublesome race will not stop us.
Fools! You let her slip away! Find her, damn you! Find her and kill her!
The day we have long feared has finally come. The Burning Legion has returned. I must cross the river and warn the rest of my sisters before all is lost.
Okay. Escape into shadow. Bring Tyrande to the Night Elf town. Hide from the patrolling Golem guards. Tyrande must survive.
As the goddess wills.
Okay.
These damn Night Elves cannot escape us. Lord Archimond wants them found.
By Elune. So be it. Immediately. I must avoid being seen.
Lord Archimond wishes us to corrupt this forest, and we shall.
So be it. So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elune. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. So be it. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Aluna Dore, priestess. We are yours to command.
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. By Elune. The goddess calls.
In the name of Cenarius,
As the goddess wills.
our allies' town needs help.
Foul humans. You cannot evade the goddess's wrath. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. So be it. Clearly the humans have no love for the undead, but I dare not trust them. As the goddess wills.
Anudora,
The goddess calls. Immediately. By Elune. Those orcs appear to be guarding some magical treasure. It might prove useful to me. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. So be it. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Hello?
The goddess calls. Immediately. By Elune.
in the name of Cenarius.
So be it. For Kalimdor. As the goddess wills. Immediately. By Elune. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. I heed the
Alun
voice.
Adore, priestess. Be wary. The Doomguards command shades that can see us even when we meld with the shadows. We'd best stay away from them.
As the goddess wills. Immediately. Hinduli Refad.
Silly night elf. You cannot hide from us.
Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elun. So be it. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. So be it. Anudora! As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So
Your
be it.
shadow powers will not hide you from our sight.
By Elun.
Let's go, let's go.
Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds? I
Fondu doth galore.
Ishnu Allah, sisters. It is I, Tyrande. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. By Elun. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? Someone threatens the wilds?
Make it fast.
I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. These abandoned ballistas will help me break through the undead fortifications. So be it. By Elun. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds?
Standing guard.
I heed the voice of Elun.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds?
Your move.
Ashrathoraman.
Point away.
The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wilds?
Your move.
The goddess calls.
Point away.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Anudora! I must reach the river before the dawn breaks. I cannot remain hidden during the day. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Immediately.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
As the goddess wills.
Main quest complete.
Immediately.
Tyrande, praise Elune you've made it. The undead appeared out of nowhere and attacked our village without warning.
Ishnudaldieb Chandris, we have a greater problem. The undead were sent here by the Burning Legion, our ancient enemies of old. Against such might, we have only one option. We must awaken the druids.
Victory. Chapter 3. The Awakening of Stormrage. The next day, near the outskirts of the sacred Moonglade.
With Cenarius dead, it falls to us to awaken the druids. We must recover the demigod's horn from the sacred Moonglade Isle. Only its clarion call can awaken the druids from their slumber.
But Priestess, the orcs have established a crude settlement upon the Isle. We'll need to fight our way through them to reach Cenarius' horn.
Priestess Tyrande, thank Elune we found you. The undead are advancing upon the nearby barrow dens. The dens seem abandoned, but
there is one druid sleeping within them, sister. He is the wisest and most powerful of all the druids. He must be warned that the Legion has returned.
Then we'd better hurry. If the undead overtake his den before he's awakened...
Let us make haste, my sisters. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. So be it.
Insufficient gold.
What is nature's call?
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune.
Goddess, light my path.
Someone threatens the
In
wild.
position. Goddess,
Ashrathoraman.
light my path. Research finished. More lumber is required.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Speak your mind.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune, the goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds, as the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman, the goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds, the goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman, immediately.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Research finished.
The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
O Kalimdor! Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
It's
So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately.
Your
Someone
building is
threatens the
complete.
wild. The goddess calls.
More lumber is required.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Strike fast! Ensnare them all before they regroup.
By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it.
Your building is complete.
Loktarogar, for War Chief Thrall!
Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune.
Research finished.
By Elune. By Elune.
In the name of Cenarius.
Goddess, light my path.
Upgrade
Our
finished.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
Research finished. Goddess, light my path.
Someone threatens the wilds.
More lumber is required.
Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
These elves are stronger than we thought.
Your building is
Research
complete.
finished. Immediately.
Our warriors have engaged. More lumber
enemy.
is required.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Research finished.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman.
In the name of Cenarius.
Okalamdor. So be it.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. Immediately.
Ah, the great outdoors.
The goddess
Are
calls.
we being invaded?
So be it. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Research finished.
By Elune.
Okay, that's good.
So be it. Someone threatens the wilds.
The Arcage base is done. We have almost 63 trees remaining, which is a good sign.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman.
Okay. Slay the primal guardians. Bring Tyrande to the horde of scenarios. Slumbering of Virul was
The
survived.
goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Who threatens the wild?
I stand ready.
As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. By Elune. So be it. Immediately.
I stand ready.
As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Ah, the great outdoors.
The goddess calls. I heed the
Hi.
voice of Elune. Immediately. The goddess calls.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds?
Feel nature's wrath.
By Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Okay,
So be it.
one more to go.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Anudora.
None shall harm the wilds.
By Elune. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Okay, bring it around that of horror scenarios.
As the goddess wills.
Main quest complete. Nice.
At last, the horn of Cenarius.
The horn has sounded, and I have come, as promised. I smell the stench of decay and corruption in our land. That angers me greatly. Come forth, you defenders of old. Crush these invaders, as you did in ages past.